Cutting people off and going no contact, leaving when there is harm and disrespect present, is so incredibly compassionate.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
One thing that should bring you comfort in life is the fact that people don't change. That old friend, that old boyfriend, trust me, honey, they didn't change. I know we all sometimes go through the feeling of, oh wow, like I miss this person, or maybe I was too harsh, or maybe I shouldn't have cut them off. Trust me, they haven't changed. They're still running the same games. They're still running the same ploys. And you are protecting yourself and your energy by not allowing them in your life anymore. Good on you.
Normalize outgrowing people you still love. There doesn't have to be a big blow up. No betrayal, no bad blood. Just sometimes it's a quiet moment where you realize, I don't fit here anymore. The version of you that is healing, that's setting boundaries, that's growing, that version can't keep shrinking to stay in rooms you've already outgrown. You can still care about them. You can still root for them. You can still love them from a distance. But you don't owe your future to a past that no longer fits. And sometimes walking away is not selfish. It's survival. It's alignment. It's peace. So yeah, normalize that.
If a person starts acting weird towards you out of nowhere, all of a sudden, don't address it. And I know that's so hard for most people because it's like, no, I want to address it. I want to figure out why they acting like this all of a sudden, why they treat me like this out of nowhere. I promise you it's intentional. I promise you everything a person does is very much intentional. Their silence is intentional. Their avoidance is intentional. Their switch up is intentional. And the moment you realize that it is not your job to figure out why they are doing what they are doing to you, if you know that you have been a great person to them and you actually showed up with pure intentions and you've been patient, fair, understanding, loving, all of the things, not your loss. So when I say pay it no mind, instead of sending them a text, a long drawn out message, instead of trying to seek clarity or closure, pay it with silence. Reward that behavior with your absence. They are not going to receive whatever you're about to say to them with a clear conscience. Instead, they're probably going to either avoid even more or deflect. And that's going to have you feeling even more worse than what you're feeling right now. So why give them another ounce of your vulnerability when they have not even handled the first portion you've given them properly? Don't keep allowing people to show you who they are over and over again. Don't do that. Instead, remove yourself the first time things feel off. Some stuff, yes, you can have a conversation about, but most of the time, things are very intentional. And if you can sense that something is off, most likely something is off. And you shouldn't be the only person doing the emotional labor in any relationship. So allow people to show you who they are and believe them the first time they show you. And remove yourself or act accordingly.
And honestly, I need some of y'all to realize that friends can also be emotionally draining, not just that man. Y'all need to start holding everybody at the same standards. Stop trying to put up with stuff just because they're your friend and you had history with them. No. Friends can also be emotionally draining. And here's some red flags you need to look for, starting at number 1. That one friend that vents to you all the fucking time but never wants to change. Whether they're venting about that job, whether they're venting about that man, whether they're venting about their life and how they don't have no money, about them kids, do. They ignore your advice, they ignore boundaries, and they ignore solutions. And all you are to them is their emotional dumping ground. You need to leave. Friends that make everything about them. You can sit there and you can share something important to them, and then they turn around and they somehow make it about them. They rarely ask how are you doing and how you been because they're too busy letting that you know about how they've been and how they're doing. Another example is friendships that feel one-sided. You show up for them every single time, but the moment it's time to clap for you or to show up for you, they're never to be found or they disappear. They don't even pick up the phone. If you feel exhausted after seeing them or speaking to them, if your mind is constantly rushing and racing after hearing what the hell they have to say, emotionally draining. Stop having friends that thrive in chaos. They can never have peace in their life because they can't move in peace. Always in constant drama, always in some type of conflict, and somehow is always the victim. So 2026 or shit, starting right now, cut off that friend that's emotionally draining.
Normalize silently cutting people off after the first time they disrespect you. It's just my personal opinions, but I'm at the point where I'm done giving people second chances. I'm done giving people space to prove that they're not as disrespectful or they're not a bad person after they've shown me the first time. Because if I give you a chance and we're friends or whatever, and I notice that you speak down to me a certain way, you boss me around, you do anything to disrespect me, like, to me, that's literally just you showing me your true colors. Why would I feel the need to even have to address that to you in order for you to probably gaslight me or tell me that you didn't mean it that way, try to justify it, and basically just make me feel like I'm overreacting? No, because in my opinion, people that feel like they have the right to disrespect you that way are usually the people that also lack self-awareness. And you will realize that a lot of the time, it's literally not even worth bringing up these things to people to give them the chance to apologize or make a change. Like, you are not someone's mother. It is not your job to raise people to be good, normal, decent adults. It is not your job to teach someone how to treat other people. That is something that their mum should have taught them. And if they don't know that by now, why the fuck would you give them another chance to just disrespect you again? It's honestly the biggest ick to me now. Like, if I see that you are just not a nice person, or you even think that you have the right to talk to me a certain way or do something to me, like, you're out. And I'm not even going to give you a heads up, because what the fuck? Like, I wouldn't do that. So you're never going to hear from me again. And if you know, you know.
Glow different this summer. The Vaseline Illuminate Me Body Butter and Glow Oil set is that combo. Deep hydration, radiant shimmer glow, perfect for melanin-rich skin. Moisturize plus glowing at the same time? Yes please. Soft skin, shiny glow, all in one. Get it as a combo or separately at an affordable price. Link in the description below.
Cutting people off and going no contact, leaving when there is harm and disrespect present, is so incredibly compassionate. It truly is so corrective and grounding for everybody involved, because for you, it deepens the trust that you have in yourself. It deepens the trust that you have in your ability to take care of yourself and to save your own life. There is no good, beautiful, delicious quality of life without self-trust, without a strong relationship with yourself. And leaving when harm is present deepens that bond, because it tells your body that when it speaks, you will listen and act accordingly. You won't override it despite it telling you clearly that this person or this space is a no. And while the focus for leaving when harm is present is for your safety, it also serves as a gift for the other person, because consequences are life's greatest teachers. Facing the consequences of your actions unobstructed is the greatest way that we learn as humans. So no, it is not at all our job to help harmful people heal. But the reality is that there is really no space for learning when they continue to have access to you. Their brains literally learn that it's okay to be harmful because nothing significant happens as a consequence of their behavior. Access remains. The ability to harm and disrespect you still remains. They still have access. In fact, it just reinforces the belief that they can do whatever they want despite the impact, because nothing will come of it. And I say this because sometimes we don't cut people off because we want to give them the chance to learn. We want to give them the space to learn and to grow and to change and to learn from their behavior, but without experiencing the consequences of their harm, which is less access or denied access altogether to you. The room to learn is real small, practically non-existent. Like, you're not doing anyone who behaves harmfully, anyone who is disrespectful, any favors by remaining in connection with them.
I feel like a form of self-care that nobody really talk about is demoting your friends back to being associates. Like, it's okay to love certain people from a distance. Like, you cool and all that, but, like, you're not my friend. And it's okay. It's okay, babe. Like, I gotta revoke my access, though, from you. And I could just love you from a distance. We cool still. We cool. But I just gotta revoke certain privileges and shit like that. You know? You cool, though.
What's y'all take on unfollowing people after y'all fall out, or like unfollowing people that y'all no longer communicate with or whatever? Because I seen this tweet and I'm bringing it up. I ain't gonna put no words in her mouth. She said, and I quote, "Unfollowing your friend on social media the moment y'all have a falling out is actually insane because it was never even that deep. You went and typed their names in on every social site to delete them. Like, what do it be? LOL." That's insane. It's like something deeper is going on because it don't be that deep. Okay, now here's my take. I'm gonna just go ahead and start this video off by saying I'm the unfollowing queen. I will unfollow you, block you, everything in a heartbeat. Don't care, on every social media site. Because what are we keeping up with each other for? And it's not a bitter thing. I don't think it's a petty thing. And I don't think it's a hurt thing. I do it because I have boundaries. And I'm just protecting my peace. If we are no longer communicating, especially if we have a falling out, meaning you did something to me or I did something to you or whatever, I don't know. What are we trying to fake act like we care about what each other got going on for? I mean, you might care what I got going on because that sound like, I don't know. But I don't care. And it's not a hating type of thing. It's not even coming from a place of negativity. It's literally just like, I only care about the people that I care about. I'm no longer interested. And a reason why I be unfollowing people too, and I say it's like protecting my peace, is because it be a lot of shade being thrown and I be catching it. I hate being subbed, especially by like somebody that like was a part of my life or like a person that I loved. I think that's like a super low blow. Why are you subbing me? Like, people don't know how to like move on gracefully. They don't know how to do that. And so I would just rather not see it, to be honest, because now I'm getting subbed, now I want to respond. And that's not always the good thing to do, you know? Like, you don't fight fire with fire. Like, and then even if y'all not subbing me, they'll get on there trying to see I'm so thorough. They'll be posting and reposting every post that talk about being loyal. Whole time, girl, did you forget what you did to me and why we not friends? I don't want to see that. Like, I just personally don't want to see that. So yeah, you gotta go unfollow. I think that y'all be taking social media way too serious because like, I don't think that unfollowing somebody is that serious. Like, and I don't think following somebody is that serious. Just because you unfollow somebody don't mean that you don't like them. Maybe I don't like your content. Maybe I don't like how you get on this app and you be capping. Maybe I don't like your outfits. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that deep. Like, y'all gotta like, we consume so much social media and you have to be realistic at the fact that the stuff that you're consuming, eventually it goes into you. It affects you. And I just feel like you have to protect and block out the negativity. Like, just unfollow the person back. It's really not that serious. And that's just how I feel.
Oh yes, cut a motherfucker off without saying shit. Protect your peace. I hate when people be saying like, oh, you childish if you cut somebody off and you don't tell them why you cutting them off. Like, that's corny. No, what's corny is people steady try to play with you in your face and think they gonna keep getting away with the shit. I am a firm believer in cut a motherfucker off and you don't have to tell them why you're cutting them off. Especially if y'all friendship, relationship, whatever it is, lasted for a long ass time, but you already was showing signs of uncertainness. Every time I've silently cut somebody off, they've never tried to reach out to me and ask me why I cut them off, why I stopped talking to them, why I disconnected myself from them, because they knew what they were already doing. So I am a firm believer in cut a motherfucker off without telling them shit, because a motherfucker know how they treating you. And I also look at things in a different perspective. Like, okay, well, if the roles were reversed and somebody cut me off without saying anything, me, the person I am, I'm about to ask them, is it something that I did wrong? Like, what's going on? Bitch, you was my friend, you was my boyfriend. Like, what the fuck going on? And the people that you cut off silently be the main ones not asking you why, because they know what they be doing. So,
girl, get them people from around you the first time. The first joke, the first slick comment, the first mention of your accomplishments in a tone that don't really sound right. The men and the women, get them from around you. Family, friends, booze, cut them off quick. Okay? That's going to be your downfall. That's going to be the person to cause your demise. They were showing you who they were through their words this whole time. You chose not to listen. So the next time somebody says something shady to you, whether it's your man, your girlfriend, your family, your friends, take a mental note. Snip, snip, how?
If you've made it this far, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.